Please, my lord. You've indicated in your evidence just before the short adjournment that Mr. Sizwe Zungu also gave a statement to the effect that accused number 5 was driving a grey VW on the day of the incident. Can I refer you to the record of the proceedings on the 7th of September 2023, page 9?
Yes, my lord.
And from line 16 to 20?
Yes,
Okay.
indeed, my lord.
Okay.
So it reads as follows, my lord. Mr. Baloyi, did you see what vehicle accused 5 was driving on that day? Mr. Zungu, yes, I did. Mr. Baloyi, yes. What type of vehicle was he driving? Mr. Zungu, it was a grey Polo hatchback.
Wait. What just happened? I thought we made it very clear. I mean, this is the problem. This is the problem with Ubaloyi and Brigadier GININDA. They don't know what they want. They don't know if they want cupcakes or if they want cake. There is no way that Uzungu's statement and Zungu's father's statement can exist in the same courtroom. They have to pick one. So if they're saying Absalom Zungu is the reason that they ended up arresting MUZI SIBIYA and then MUZI SIBIYA penned his confession free and willingly, then they cannot say that Zungu's testimony and affidavit also exists in the same courthouse, because Zungu says he was with the 5 accused himself. So now Baloyi has GININDA reading into the record that Sizwe Zungu gave a statement saying that accused number 5, when they were hanging out over there at the Basotho hostel and they were drinking and they were having fun, and the 5 accused had just come back from doing the pow pow to Senzo Meyiwa at the Spaza house, that Fisaguhle Ntuli was driving a grey Polo hatchback. You cannot take bits and pieces of Sizwe Zungu's statement. It's either you take all of it or none, because what Sizwe Zungu says doesn't match what the father says. It does not collaborate, for lack of course of a better word. Do you see what I'm saying? Does this make sense to you? I am completely lost why they're still going back to Uzungu, whom we have determined lied to the court, okay? Allegedly at this point, until the court himself determines for a fact that Zungu lied, it is still alleged. But I think I've done a phenomenal job in showing you the differences in Zungu's statement and Brigadier GININDA's statement and how they don't match. The only things, see, those statements, when you place them on top of each other, you're supposed to be able to trace them. What the father says and what Zungu says is supposed to match, but right now it's yin and yang. It's not going together. So now the question becomes, why is the state and Brigadier GININDA so hard on determined to pin MUZI SIBIYA? Because they can't move to accused number 2, 3, 4, and 5 without MUZI SIBIYA's testimony. So they are trying to make it seem like a well-set jelly, but right now it is not gelling. Okay, the dessert is not deserting. Let me know if you picked that up as well. But in case you didn't catch it, I already did a video where I did side by side in the same video Zungu's testimony, evidence in chief, and GININDA's evidence in chief as he speaks on behalf of Absalom Zungu. And I don't know why Zungu Senior is not coming to the court. We need to hear his own words. Why is GININDA speaking on behalf of Absalom? But you know what? Let's continue on, because right now it's giving Mkulagadu. Okay, that's what it's giving right now. But let's listen on.
Okay, we can then get back to exhibit double F, the confession of accused number 1.
Yes, my lord.
You're busy analyzing. You can proceed. You can have a look at page 1 of that statement. It refers to a date on 2014 between September and October. What is your comment regarding that?
Yes, indeed, my lord. So this This date, my lord, the month in particular, refers to the period when this incident took place. More or less, this one took place in October, the 26th of October 2014. And accused number one says on 2014, between September and October, so it's close. So this is a collaboration that was referring to this particular matter. Furthermore, my lord, in the collaboration where he makes mention of the name SENZO MEYIWA, around that period of October 2014, my lord, the only SENZO MEYIWA that was shot and killed in Fosoras is the deceased. It's the matter that we are dealing with, my lord. In other words, my lord, I'm saying there are no different deceased with similar name and surname that were killed under these circumstances in that area in the month of October or September 2014. It's only this deceased. So an inference can be drawn that he was referring to this particular matter. Yes, my lord.
Paragraph 1, it's mentioned that on that week, in that year, during the week, it was on Wednesday, I was at my place at hostel in Foslores at Basutu section.
Yes, my lord.
Was this fact known to the police in this address?
No, it wasn't, my lord.
Is it correct that the bank statements of accused number 1 have since been obtained and serve as an exhibit before the court?
That is correct, my lord.
I just want to show you exhibit E in brackets 5. These are the bank statements from Nedbank. Can you just place on record in whose name the bank statements are?
Statement, my lord, from Nedbank, and on top it says that for Mr. MUZI Sibiya of 43 Sutu Hostel, Botha Avenue, Foslores South, Reslo. Then the quote is 1473, my lord.
He refers to the fact that they drove to the traditional healer, Nkulu. Yesterday you did comment on this version, is that correct?
That is correct, my lord.
You can perhaps just put that on record, paragraph 4 and 5.
Yes, my lord. It says sometimes, paragraph 4, sometime we drove to the traditional healer, Mkulu. We used to call him, and he is from Swaziland. This is the traditional healer we used to go to before we committed a crime. I suppose I wanted to say committing a crime. He is from Swaziland, paragraph 5. The Inyanga stays at Katlehong at Palmridge, and we entered there, 3 of us. Marco is the one who explained to the traditional healer Mkulu that we want to check if we are going to succeed in doing this job. He further mentioned to Mkulu that we are going to kill SENZO MEYIWA, and we were bought or hired by Kelly Kumalo, who was the girlfriend to SENZO MEYIWA.
Thank you.
Yes, yes,
Paragraph 6.
Paragraph 6 reads as follows, my lord. Marco told us that Kelly want money from SENZO, but he never told Mkulu that. Mkulu, traditional healer, checked for us and said we are going to succeed to kill the said person, and he also gave us protection medicine and beads to put on our arms or at our waist, which was going to make us to succeed in killing him and to protect us from any danger. We paid Mkulu 50 rand for checking our job.
Yesterday you referred to the evidence of Mr. Lionel Zwane. Were all these facts that are mentioned in these paragraphs that you've placed on records, were they known to you or any member of the investigating team?
No, they were not known, my lord.
Brigadier GININDA, just in brief, without going through every sentence in the confession, the facts that are stated in this confession, exhibit FF, Were they known to you or any member of the team?
No, my lord, they were not known to us, my lord. In fact, my lord, as I said, what we heard at the time is that he was one of the shooters. We did not know that he was standing outside. This fact came from him. What I heard in terms of the affidavit that was disposed by Mr. Absalom Zungu is that him and accused two were the perpetrators, and that was in line with the docket. So in our understanding at the time is that he was one of the perpetrators. He gave a different submission as per this document, my lord. We didn't know this.
My lord, we just request that the reference to what was said by Absalom Zungu be left out of account.
Reference to what was said by?
Reference as to what would have been mentioned by Absalom Zungu be left out of account, as he hasn't been called as a witness. Is it correct to say that you were? Yes.
He's made a statement as a witness. Mr. Zwane, is that Zwane?
No, Mr. Absalom Zungu.
Oh, Zungu,
Yes.
Absalom.
Yes.
Oh, is that the father to
Yes.
the police guy?
Yes.
Yeah, but did he make a statement?
Yes, he did make a statement.
Yeah, fine. Ma.
Yes.
I'll disallow
So-
it. But do you know the case of Dipoko?
Yes.
You know that case? Talks about hearsay evidence.
Yes.
It's an SEA case, 2000 and I think 2009 by Unterhalter. It's related to Modimu, etc., etc. Just read that case. What it says about a report which is made to a person by a witness. Okay, fine. We heard you.
There's also the Hearsay Act, but
Yeah,
you
yeah.
were working on the information that you had at your disposal.
Indeed, my lord.
Yeah, but you say I must exclude it. I'm excluded because you say
Yes. Yes. Yes, I think there's a duty on the state not to lead hearsay evidence.
Yeah, fine, fine.
Yes. Thank you. Let's mention to everything that was said, but if you can just put the contents of paragraph 10 on record. Or maybe starting from paragraph 9.
Okay, my lord. So it reads as follows. After dropping the call, he told us that Kelly is calling and want to know if we are coming. Then we alighted at the corner and we walked on foot to the house. And the firearm was with Marco. And he asked who was going to enter the house. We decide that we can make as if we are committing a robbery, and the firearm was one and it was at Marco's possession. Marco asked who was going to get in, and I told them, no, me. I am going to stand outside and watch if there is somebody who come in and disturb us, and must quickly report. Marco and Makimbi got into the house, and Marco was the one who was in possession of the firearm. That's the end of paragraph 10.
Now, were these facts known to the investigating team?
Lokhu akwaziwa yini ithimba eliphenyayo?
No, my lord. As I said, the information contained in the docket only referred to accused 1 and 2. This was not known to us at that stage, my lord.
Ngaleso sikhathi.
And the fact that reference is made to the fact that one of the assailants had a firearm, what is your comment?
My lord, this corroborates the statements of the witness who were inside the house, who says the first suspect with dreadlocks had a firearm.
And what is your comment regarding the fact that mention is meant of the fact that two assailants entered the house?
My lord, that is also it also corroborates the statements of the people who were inside the house, because they describe two suspects, one short, one tall, my lord.
Paragraph 11.
Paragraph 11, my lord. They entered and closed the door and demanded cell phones. According to them, they said they found 3 people in the house. That was Meyiwa and the 2 girls in the dining room. One of those 2 girls was Kelly. They said Meyiwa refused with the cell phone, and he stood up and grabbed each other with Marco. I'm reading as it's written here, my lord. Marco took out the firearm and shot at him. Kelly ran to the bathroom and came back while still pushing each other. And the sound of the firearm came out as a result of Kelly ran back to the bedroom, and the shots came 2 times again. And they came out running, and we ran into the car which was parked at the corner of the street. We drove to the hostel, and they said they never took anything, cell phone or money.
What is your comment regarding what is contained in paragraph 11, especially the first sentence where it's written they entered and closed the door and demanded cell phones?
My lord, it accords with what is contained in the witness statements. You know, to say the suspects who entered the house demanded cell phones. There is a part of money, but here is not contained. But the part of cell phones and money is contained in the witnesses' statements. Although here it's only, the make mention is only of cell phones. That's the first part. My lord, it also accords with the struggle, because if you read the statements in the dockets, just that there was a struggle between the person who was carrying a firearm and the deceased. So accused number 1 in this paragraph mentions that, my lord. Furthermore, my lord, in this paragraph, accused 1 mentions the running away of Kelly Kumalo. And I seem to recall, my lord, that when the first shot was discharged, according to the statements, the people who were there ran to different directions. So that accords with what was said, my lord. Yes.
Specific reference is made to the fact that Kelly ran to the bedroom.
Yes, that's what I'm saying, my lord. I seem to recall that there is that reference from Miss Kelly Kumalo that they ran to different directions, including the bedrooms, my lord, when the first shot went off.
There's also reference to the fact that the occupants were in the dining room.
That is correct, my lord, and that's consistent with the statements that were disposed by the people who were inside the house.
And also reference is made to the firing of 2 shots.
That is correct, my lord. That is in line with some of the statements, but it's also in line with the ballistic expert, you know, who, according to the reports, they were able to refer to 2 firearms, 1 projectile that they worked on and 1 damaged projectile, a spent bullet that was damaged after it was discharged.
And just lastly on this point, if you can just read paragraph 12 in the record.
Paragraph 12 reads as follows, my lord. In the early morning, I received a call from Marco and said he was going to go and collect the money from Kelly. At about 0900, I received the money from Marco, who told me that we have received the money that we have received for our job. He gave me 30,000 for my share. We agreed, 3 of us, to give Mkulu 5,000 for his assistance in this job. Mkulu helped us to rinse ourselves with other medicine to remove the bad luck. That's paragraph 12, my lord.
Now, yesterday you referred to the evidence of Mr. Lionel Zwane. What is your comment regarding this last sentence? Could you help us to rinse ourselves with other medicine to remove the bad luck?
Yes, my lord. No, it is in line with what Mr. Lionel Zwane told me, my lord, and what is contained in this statement, my lord.
Were all these facts that are mentioned here known to the investigating team?
No, they were not, my lord.
Maybe lastly, paragraph 13.
Paragraph 13, my lord, reads as follows. We came back to the room where they dropped me and they left. Nobody came to us or police the story was police the story was quiet. I heard that somebody is arrested in this case, and I knew that it was the wrong person, and it took short time and both of them were arrested for other crimes.
Yeah, what is your comment regarding that?
My lord, it's in line with what happened. There was a gentleman by the surname of Mbata, if I recall, who was wrongfully arrested. He was subsequently then discharged. That is way back after this matter happened.
And what is contained there, that nobody came to us or police, the story was quiet?
That is correct, my lord. We only approach him, insofar as I know, my lord, if you look at the docket, this docket 636, we were the first people to approach accused number 1. That is on the 30th of May 2020, my lord. Yes, and I'm referring to the docket, my lord, 636 of 10/2014.
Now, in the final analysis, Brigadier, what is your comment now on the version of accused number 1, that he was approached with this document, Exhibit FF, that was already written down, or with the information that is contained in this document already written down, and that he was merely asked to sign?
That assertion, my lord, will not be correct. The details contained in these documents could only be known to him. I'm talking about even personal details, the names that are mentioned, the crime scene. As I've indicated, my lord, Colonel Mboto was not privy to the investigation. He could not have known even the crime scene as to what happened.
I too am like Gaza on this one. All you can do is just smile and look at Brigadier GININDA and wonder, Usani, what is going on? Is everything okay with him? Because look at MUZI Sibiya's face. If you watch throughout, just watch the accused faces, because they are in complete disbelief at the level of Nganegwane that is happening at the South African police services. But even worse, that Baloyi seems to be so into it, so believing. But even in that confession, as they want to call it, you can even tell the inconsistencies. And then every time Baloyi stops and asks GININDA, what's your comment on this? And he'll say, there is no way that someone, that Colonel Mboto would know this. Even I didn't know this. These are details from the statements of who? The witnesses in the house. We didn't know the names. We didn't know this and that, which doesn't make any sense, because remember, this was in 2020. How many times had this been discussed in the news? How many times had this been discussed in newspapers? This is not a case which was unknown. This is a very, very publicized case, including the arrest of Umbata. I mean, who doesn't know that? Who does not know that? Okay. Let's assume that MUZI Sibiya really did pen this. But they say MUZI Sibiya lived at the Basotho hostel, right? And how close is Basotho hostel to the Spaza house? And you're telling me news doesn't travel the old way? Where people in the hood, people in the township, people in the Lokshini are talking about what's going on, who has been arrested, what is being said about the SENZO MEYIWA case. Don't forget, SENZO MEYIWA was the national goalkeeper. He was loved. Not only was he the son to the MEYIWA family, but he was also renowned and loved by the country at large. So any developments were definitely discussed, in my opinion. So for GININDA to act like, no, they didn't know anything about this is just a mockery of justice, in my opinion. I didn't break down my commentary as I usually do, because I said, you know what, let's give this statement a fair chance. Let's listen to it in its wholesomeness, exactly as they have penned it, and let's see where they go with it. But unfortunately, it doesn't make sense, because they're saying, oh, Kelly Khumalo is the one who ran to the bathroom. Kelly Khumalo is the one who paid out the money. But where is accused number 0, Kelly Khumalo? That, for me, is the telltale story. Why talk all about her? Show that she has paid the guys. Put it in, and it's in the confession. If the confession implicated the others, who are Marco and Makimbi, but I don't see them there in the dock at all. Okay, I don't see them in the dock. I see 3 additional people who are not part of the story because there's only 3 according to this confession. Again, I ask, I don't know where Judge Retta is going with this. I don't know why he kept this confession. It's a whole nganegwane and it's screaming mgologodus. I'm going to wait to hear from you. Please let me know in the comment section your thoughts, and as well, thanks so much for watching. If you've made it this far in the video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and absolutely share this video with the last 3 people you chatted with on WhatsApp. If you've watched all the ads, you absolutely have my heart. You're my VIP gang. And to become a channel member, okay, to have exclusive access to our defense team emojis plus is definitely by hitting that join button, okay? And I promise not to rob you. It is absolutely affordable. And there's going to be some extra content that I'm going to be doing today. So please make sure your notification bell is turned on. If you're watching us from outside the club, please consider subscribing so that you also get the notifications on my next upload. To all the sweet, beautiful messages I get, comments, okay? I see your comments. I love them. Thank you for encouraging me. Some people say they cannot sleep without an upload. Some people say they're addicted to my voice. Oh my God. Should I start singing happy birthday on your birthdays? Should I make that a membership benefit? Let me know in the comment section down below. To my shy gang, you too count on this channel. Make sure you drop a soccer emoji in the comment section down below, as we're here together, gathered for justice for SENZO MEYIWA. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on my next upload. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on my next upload.